Hey you guys, PJD here. I hope you're all doing well. I'm here to do my kind of, I'm not going to say my final video, but most likely my final video on the Blissful Lengths Liquid Hair Growth Vitamin. This is bottle number 2. As you all know, if you watch my first video, which I can have a link for it on screen, and I'll just show you the ingredients right now for the moment. But in my first video, I basically spoke about my experience going through one full bottle. It costs 25 bucks per bottle, and the bottle only lasts 15 days. So that was one kind of a little issue I had with it, along with the breakouts. That's long story short of bottle number 1. Bottle number 2. I took the appropriate dosage every day starting February the 1st, and I guess there are two main things that you want to know about hair growth as well as breakouts or anything like that. I'm going to tell you one thing that I did that was different during bottle number 2 when compared to bottle number 1. Every single time that I took the dosage during bottle number 2, I did it all in the evening. Now, here was my kind of thought process behind that. And I don't know if this has an impact on the breakouts or anything, but I'm going to tell you a couple of things that happen, and I guess you can make your own determination. So I started taking the dosage at night only for bottle number 2. The point of that, or in my mind, was because at night when you're sleeping and your body is at rest, your cells regenerate. So many things happen with your system when you're not just like on the go, but you're just at a point of rest. And because this is supposed to have, what's the percentage? 98% of the vitamins is supposed to be absorbed in your system. I just wanted like maximum. My body is just ready to absorb everything that you have to give levels. That's where I wanted to be for this. So I took it all at night, and I'm going to tell you, once I hit about day 4 and I didn't have a breakout from this, I was saying, oh, okay, so maybe those odd breakouts I experienced during bottle number 1, they were not attributed to this vitamin. Okay, day 5, the breakout started, but let me tell you this. They didn't start like on my face. You know where they started? Here. You can even see, is it going to pick up on camera? But you can even see, maybe you can't. You can see like here, you can see like the dark spots that have still not fully gone away. Not that I'm treating them with anything in particular that would make them go away faster, but I should. But so that's where the breakout started. They were like coming here on my neck, and I'm like, whoa, not only is this not typical, but let me say this, they were not as big as the first batch of bumps that I had when I did bottle number 1, and they were not as persistent, meaning that they went away sooner than the bumps did during bottle number 1, and those were on my face. Now, as we progress past 5 days, 5, 6, 7, then I did get a bump here that was bigger than what I would typically get during like hormonal periods or anything like that. So so that one was reminiscent of what I experienced, or the types of bumps that I received during bottle number 1, but not as big and not as persistent because they went away sooner without me even trying to treat them or anything. They didn't go away as quickly as a normal bump on me would go away, but it went away sooner than the persistent type of bottle number 1. Hope that made sense. Okay, so I got it on this side, I got it on this side. They did leave dark spots after they went away, so I do have the hyperpigmentation. I'm wearing makeup right now so you can't see, but hyperpigmentation here, those 2 dots. So hopefully those will just vanish very soon. So I've been using black soap, other things, but you know, whatever. So I got fewer bumps that were not as persistent as bottle number 1, but they still came. So, you know, in some form or another, they were still there, and I am definitely attributing them to this, even though this says, you know, no breakouts. It even says it on the bottle with a little asterisk next to it, no breakouts. Now, the asterisk, should it lead to, let's see. Oh, I was just going to look. Oh, yeah. Well, just again, at the bottom, it says supports preventative skin health, no breakouts. I mean, you know, to each his own. And I did, it says shake well. I would always shake this bottle well before taking it. I guess you are also concerned with the taste of this. I mentioned that during video number 1. It has a medicinal type of taste. It's nothing delicious. It's a vitamin. You chug it down and you move along with life. So that's what happened with the skincare this go round. Oh, water. I didn't specifically talk about this in the first video, but let me say this here. excuse me, whenever you're taking these types of supplements, yes, you should be drinking lots of water. I was drinking water during bottle number 1 as well, almost exclusively. The same here. And not just that I was drinking it exclusively, because that could mean what? I had like 2 8-ounce glasses. No, I was drinking recommended dosage of 8 ounces, 8-ounce glasses of water per day or more. And in most cases, it was the more. So, yeah, I was going above normal kind of recommended water intake, and still I experienced, so, and I think I did even more water during, I know I did even more water during bottle number 2, which may be why the bumps were less persistent than the bumps of bottle number 1. So maybe that even more, this increase in my water intake helped in that regard. So that's that. And hair. Did it grow? Okay, so I don't know why that voice just came out. But anyway, yeah, I did some... Yeah, it's not the answer. I did some measurements of my hair to see where everything was, and by the time I hit day 15, there was nothing. My hair was literally at a standstill. It had not moved, and I was sure this time around, because I didn't want to be able to say, oh, if I did see growth, maybe it was this, maybe it was that. No, I was just taking this supplement. I did not put this on my hair, which I mentioned in that other video, the Camille Rose Naturals Cocoa Nibs Ultimate Growth Serum. It has biotin, it has MSM, it has a bunch of things in there, and you're supposed to apply it to your scalp every other day. Did not use this during the time when I was taking these growth vitamins, or this growth vitamin in liquid formula. So after I hit day 15, did I see like this extra spurt? Nope. My bang area was still measuring below the lip, and like here, like mid chin, it was still there. So I said, okay, nothing. So would I say that bottle number 1, the hair growth, you know, maybe I should just leave that in its own thing and say whatever happened during that month, because I told you I saw like a little extra hair growth than that normal 1/2 inch that I would normally have in a month's time. That was during the month of December. This time, definitely keeping an eye and measuring to see if there was any growth. Nope, didn't see that growth with bottle number 2. Now, as we move towards the end of the month of February, because of course, remember, this is only a 15-day supply, so I did not go through a third bottle, which would have completed the month of February, because in December, I had only used that 1 bottle too, so that's only covering the 2 weeks plus 1 day time span as well. So I want to be fair and do the same thing back to back. So with this, I didn't notice anything, and as I said, I wasn't using anything else, so I saw no growth. Now, once I got to, nothing happened. It was at a standstill, as I mentioned. Once I got to the end of the month of February, and where I am now in the month of March, today is March the 12th, I think. So I noticed that, yes, the hair has grown from that point of after taking this, so let's say February 16th or so, until now, which is March. I just said it's like the 12th, I think, right? Okay, so yes, I do see, because that's roughly, let's say like, that's not quite a month, but close. So yeah, that 1/2 inch is there. So, you know, I don't think these natural liquid vitamins actually did anything personally by way of hair growth. I think it did impact my skin, but in a negative way, not in a positive way. But here's why I was interested and even thinking about a bottle number 3 is because, as I said, my bumps were less persistent and fewer than what I had during bottle number 1. So it's progression, but it's slow, but we're getting there. We're moving towards, you know, perhaps bottle number 3, I would have no breakouts. Who knows? So I was curious about that. But having not seen anything with the hair growth that I could attribute to this, I gotta tell you, I did walk into Target, because that other bottle that I had remaining, I had given that away. So I did go into Target and I said, well, I'll get one more. I'll do a bottle number 3. And they were all sold out. So I said, hey, That's what it is. It's fine. So I don't know that I'm going, maybe during Black Friday, I will feel compelled to buy it again just to give it another go. But, you know, everything is not always for everybody, and that's okay. There are other things that I buy from the Curls brand, and I, you know, support them in other ways financially, meaning, you know, I make purchases, just as I'm sure many of you do as well. So this is likely not the thing that I am going to be investing in from Curls, because number one, you're paying $25 for essentially a 2-week plus 1-day supply. I'm used to buying vitamins, which you can get different hair vitamins, and I had an old video on supplements on this channel too, if you care to view that, and you can pay like under $10 and get like your month's supply or month plus supply. So especially because I feel like they're doing very similar things when it comes to hair growth. The Nature's Bounty one, the gummy one that tastes like little, I don't want to say like strawberries, but it has a pleasant taste to it, some sort of kind of fruity taste to it. A little grainy at the end when you bite those little gummies, but it's okay. That one, I felt like, and I recall saying this in the supplement video, that it's not that I saw much by way of hair growth, but it was me just getting the vitamins that I need into my system. And I felt like it did help my skin to be in a much better state, because generally my skin is normal. It's fine. But I felt like even during the periods of like hormonal instances where I would normally get some little breakout, I felt like those Nature Bounty kind of kept that under control. The other one from Puritan's Pride, they have like their own brand of a hair, skin, and nail vitamin. And that one you can get like a big jar for like 3 bottles of those, or 2 for like $7 or something, like mega cheap, especially when they're running their sales. And that's Puritan Pride, also mentioned in that video. I felt that one may have had an impact on my hair, but again, nothing crazy. None of these things have done anything like crazy, like, oh, now my hair just shot down to my thigh. Like, no, none of that is happening. Get like minimal spurts. Otherwise, I get the typical 1/2 inch every month, which that's typical. So, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I may or may not ever taste bottle number 3 in my life, but I've been through the 2. And you know, and that was just my experience with them. And someone did make a comment about perhaps these vitamins were helping me to purge my system. And you know, I thought of that too, but you know, vitamins are like putting nutrients in my body, and perhaps my body was having some sort of reaction to, because as I told you, typically I just don't take vitamins, which is not good, but that's what has been the case for years. And just thinking of taking it on a consistent basis. So perhaps that was my body's response to introducing these vitamins and nutrients. I don't know. I don't know that it was necessarily purging my system, because these are things that my system should want and absorb, and should make me better. But you know, even if that were the case, that this was some sort of purge, since my skin is typically normal, do I want to have that type of purge when I can get these same types of vitamins in my system through these ingredients in my body through other types of vitamins without the breakout? You know, so I'm going to go with no breakouts. That's going to be my vote for now. And for the hair, you know, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing now. I'm going to start using, again, this. And we'll see if now that little extra spurt of growth that I had in December couldn't be attributed perhaps to this Camille Rose Cocoa Nibs and Honey Serum. And this is actually sold out on Shop Naturally Curly. shopnaturallycurly.com right now, but that's where I purchased my last 2 bottles of it. Anyhow, that's my take on it. If you've tried these vitamins, let me know your experience, or if there are any other hair, skin, nail vitamins that you feel are just excellent, please do share in the comments below. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Talk to you later. Bye.